So, John, right?
Yeah. I guess you could say my homeless story started about 10 years ago. I've got a good education. I was working as a newspaper reporter in the Florida Keys. I was molested as a child at 9 by my judo instructor. And I'd always remembered part of that, but in my mid-30s I had a memory surface that sort of overwhelmed me. It was pretty gross, disgusting, and violent, and I'd repressed it. And I guess it threw me into sort of a post-traumatic stress disorder. My brain got stuck in a moment, so to speak. In my mind, at times I was 9 years old again, and this man was still after me out there somewhere looking to find me and hurt me again.
It had to have been horrible.
Yeah, it was horrible. So I eventually lost my job. I was living in my car for a while. My car got towed, I couldn't get it out, and I found myself on the streets. Very scared at first. Also just feeling like at a certain level I didn't deserve God's love. But I drifted throughout the South for about 7 years, spent 5 of those years in different small towns in Texas. Mostly always by myself. I didn't talk to people. I'd sit on a curb every once in a while so people could bring me food. Didn't take care of myself, didn't wash or clean or anything. But I've always been a spiritual person and always loved God. And he was slowly working on me, working on my pride. I wasn't able to accept gifts from people or, too much money. They'd give me more than a $10 bill and I'd give it back.
How were you surviving?
I was living out of dumpsters, man. I weighed over 300 pounds. All I ate was chickens, donuts, and pizza.
Yeah, the good stuff's at the bottom.
Yeah. And and if people would see me in these towns after a while, and they'd bring me McDonald's and that kind of stuff. Yeah. But one night I had a curious. It was sort of at almost rock bottom. It was winter in North Texas, and there's a pretty strong wind that blows out of Canada. And I slammed behind this. One night I was laying behind a tire store, and I had this thought. And basically that whole time I was examining my dark side, my fears, my hates, my shames, and just kind of working through them. And one night I had a thought, I don't know where it came from. It must have been in my psyche somewhere, but it was Christ lost, I said, well, God, that's depressing, That's not a good thought. But a couple of weeks later, I was sitting on a bench in front of this Chili's. They had
Still in the South.
Yeah, this is in the South. This is in Mansfield, Texas, actually. They had a speaker that was playing music, and I was, I'd sit there late at night and listen to that. And I looked over, and on the other bench was a blue light apparition of Christ, and he was just sitting there. He didn't say anything, but he looked very calm and very peaceful, And in my mind, I said, well, he didn't lose, there was never even really a battle in the first place. But it helped me, it helped me regain my heart a little bit. And after that vision disappeared, there was a song playing, and it was an old song of a group that I knew. It's called Big Idea Dynamite, and the song's lyrics are, it was perfect in the moment. It was, when you reach the bottom line, the only thing to do is climb. Get yourself up off the floor. Don't know what you're waiting for.
Yeah.
And I've been climbing ever since. Shit, I'm healthy emotionally,
I've had moments like that myself.
Yeah, I've been diagnosed with bipolar, post-traumatic stress. A lot of, those things don't mean a freaking thing. I'm a human being, and I've got a little bit of pain, like the rest of us,
We all do.
Yeah.
So tell me about being homeless in Portland.
Portland, homeless for me, these are my gravy years, so to speak, I came off for a couple of years. I had a small lawn business, but out here my day's my day, and I'm really working on, there's a quote in the Bible, and I'm not sure if it's in Ecclesiastics or maybe Proverbs, but it's a man's pursuit is his kindness, So I'm pursuing my kindness. I'm kind to hobos, and when I first got over here, like I said, in Texas, I was in small towns, and I didn't realize how terrible the homeless, there's just a lot of homeless people, right? And I didn't really realize that. But homeless people have something that many other groups of society don't have. They have community, They know each other deeply. And it's a beautiful place to be, you know. And I had, when I first got, I won't admit, I had a lot of resentment towards rich people and a lot of rage because Portland is a great community. You never go without a meal here if you want one, right? But there's a lot of indifference to homelessness, and there's a lot of outright resentment towards homeless, and you know, I mean, lazy bums, that kind of thing.
Right.
But most of the people out here, and folks don't realize it, man, they're the walking wounded in a lot of ways. They're very sweet people, but they've been molested, they've been raped, they've been shot at, kicked, abused, kicked out at 14, you know? There's all sorts of stories out here. And I've been writing a book about my early adventures, and I post stuff on Facebook. I write little stories about my adventures with the police, other people I meet, and just trying to bring some awareness and humanness to homeless people, you know?
If you had 3 wishes, what would they be?
3 wishes. Just more, you know, I mean, more love in the world, or more community, you know? I mean, a letting down of the guard at all levels, you know? People with money, people without money, we're just human beings, and we're all struggling a little bit, you know? Some people don't have the money to hide it or pretend that they don't, you know? I'd like more sweetness, you know, more laughter and more play. You know, those kind of things for people. I'm finding those within myself. You know, I'm generally very happy person. You know, I enjoy this. I go through dumpsters, I get cans for money. I sell hobo newspaper called Street Roots. And I call it urban foraging, man. I find all sorts of stuff. I find nice backpacks, you know. I get some of my food out.
Recycling engineering.
Yeah, exactly. What's up, bud?
And one more wish.
Yeah. That Christianity would start acting out. My favorite verse in the Bible is, and God is kind to the ungrateful and the evil. And that's in Luke, you know. And just to see people start acting out of kindness and love as opposed to being preaching and judgmental, you know. I'd love to see that.
Well, thank you very much for talking to me.
My pleasure. Thank you.